That was a bad one.
Okay.
What's the Australian story?
That one was so bad.
Well, no, she keeps thinking I go after like skanks or pigs. Not pigs. but-
Attractive trash. That's specifically what you said.
No, I said I've had my share of, I've only had 2 bad ones.
One of them was the Australian. Did you hear the Australian story?
I don't think so, man.
Oh man, it's really bad.
Started maybe I did.
I told you that, so you should tell me yours.
Well, someone needs to tell me this story.
Australian's bad.
Oh,
But
it's
she has a
bad.
sexy accent.
Yeah, I like Australian accents.
It was good.
Where'd you find it?
Before. Huh?
Matt would be particularly disgusted by this story.
Oh no, is it one of them?
It's a period story then.
Oh no, man, we're done with this
It's a
one.
period story. It's not a period story.
Oh, is it or is it not a period?
Go ahead and tell the story.
It's not a period story.
Oh, all right then.
No, we're going over like girls in college and stuff and one night stands or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had 2 bad ones, but one of them wouldn't have been bad just because her accent was so sexy. But we're at a bar in Wild West. I don't know if you heard it, but there was, when girls at their bachelorette party, they always had like a group of girls with them, and they have certain things they need to get. A list of like, I need 2 condoms. I need to get blah blah blah. Well, they needed some underwear, so they came up to me and asked me if they could have underwear. And I was like, sure. So I took my underwear off, gave it to them. And she wore it on her head the rest of the night, and it was my good ones, it was my silky ones. And, she had a friend in her group, and she was Australian, and her accent was so sexy. It was real sexy. So anyways, the group of girls came with us to one of my friend's house, and we played poker and drank. Well, I ended up leaving, going home, and an Australian followed me back to my house, and then we go in the room, and of course you got to start off, pre-game, 69. You got to do that. That's mandatory. So we're about to start 69, and she gets on top, and it feels like it's in slow motion when all this happens too. Like when she comes down, her end comes down. It's like it felt like a dust bowl just hit me. Meaning she probably hasn't washed it in a long time.
Oh no.
So it was really bad. So
Hasn't washed what?
hasn't washed it in a long time.
Oh, her vagina?
Yeah. So it was really, really, really bad, and like it made me gasp. And then after that, I'm done.
Yeah. You
So
recover from that.
So I was like, she's like, is something wrong? I was like, no. And I went to push her off, and when I was pushing her off, there was a string from hers to the bottom of my lip.
Oh,
No.
shut up.
No, I could see the string, like
No.
in the mornings when you have that goo in your mouth. It was that type, but
No.
coming from her, and the whole time I'm thinking, I was like, that's gonna break. And when it breaks, there's 2 ways it can go: back that way or come back to my way.
Oh no.
And it broke and come back my way. And just
No.
slapped me right in the chin.
No.
Is that the nastiest thing you've ever
Oh
heard?
my god.
And she was like, well, you want to put on porn or anything? I was like, no.
Oh, was it her tampon string?
No, it was like gooey gum, not gum, but like saliva looking.
That is so
Oh
sick.
my god. How'd you get out of the situation?
We just rolled over with the bed.
Wasn't she confused?
No, she kissed me.
Oh man. It's
No, it was
repulsive.
it was doing after that. I was like, I'm just tired. I drank tequila tonight.
Tell us the other bad story.
The other one's not real bad.
Not near as bad as the Australian.
They only had 2 bad ones, I think. The other one was it was a heavier set girl, but she was pretty. She was a hot, heavier set girl.
Yeah.
And she was one of the chasers. So we'd see her like every bar we'd go to, we'd see her. And then she went to me and my friend's house one time, played poker, and then I tried to go home, and she ended up following me. Not behind actually, I went to her house.
She followed
She
you.
followed you.
Followed you to her house.
I was drunk. She looked good that night. We go upstairs, and her top comes off, we're naked, about to go, and then she was like, hey, my sister has a spray that I'll spray in my mouth, and it numbs the back of my throat. And I was like, go get this spray. Go get the spray. She's like, well, it's in my sister's room. I was like, go get it. So she went to this room, blah, 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 couldn't find it. And then she comes back, we make out, and then I pass out, and I wake up the next morning. So that wasn't bad.
What?
So yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't think we did it.
And was this spray for like deep throating or something?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
numbs your throat.
gag reflex.
When you know all about it, you're like, yeah.
Heard about it. Heard stories.